Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about something that affects all of us but rarely gets discussed openly: shame. If you've ever felt that sinking feeling that there's something fundamentally wrong with you, or found yourself unable to look someone in the eye because you feel so small, you're not alone, and more importantly, there's a way through this. First, let's clarify what shame actually is, because it often gets confused with guilt. Guilt says, I did something bad. Shame says, I am bad. That's a crucial difference. Guilt is about our actions. It can actually be healthy because it helps us recognize when we violated our values and motivates us to repair. Shame, on the other hand, is about our identity. It's that painful feeling that we are flawed, unworthy, or not enough. Researcher Brené Brown describes shame as the intensely painful feeling that we are unworthy of love and belonging. And that's why it's so debilitating. It attacks our core sense of self. Shame thrives in secrecy. It whispers things like, if people really knew you, they wouldn't love you. You're the only one who struggles with this. You should be able to handle this on your own. And here's what makes it so insidious. Shame makes us want to hide. When we feel ashamed, our instinct is to withdraw, to isolate, to keep it secret. But that isolation is exactly what makes shame grow stronger. Think of shame like a mushroom. It grows best in the dark. The moment we bring it into the light, it starts to lose its power. Shame can show up around so many things: our bodies and appearance, our achievements or perceived failures, our relationships and social status, our past mistakes, our mental health struggles, our family background, our desires and needs. And often, shame was planted in us early, maybe through critical parents, bullying, trauma, or cultural messages about who we should be. These experiences taught us that certain parts of ourselves were unacceptable. So how do we work with shame? Here are 4 essential steps. 1. Recognize shame when it shows up. Start noticing the physical sensations: tightness in your chest, heat in your face, wanting to disappear, difficulty making eye contact. Notice the thoughts: I'm such an idiot. I'm worthless. Everyone else has it together except me. Simply naming it, oh, I'm feeling shame right now, begins to create some separation from it. 2. Practice critical awareness. Ask yourself, where did this shame message come from? Often our shame is based on unrealistic standards we internalized from family, culture, or society. When you can recognize, this is my father's voice, or this is what I learned from being bullied, you can start to question whether you still want to believe these messages. Are these standards you actually agree with, or are they just old programming? 3. Reach out and share. This is the hardest step, but also the most healing. Shame cannot survive being spoken. Find someone you trust, a friend, therapist, support group, or partner, and share what you're feeling ashamed about. You don't have to share with everyone, but sharing with someone safe is crucial. Most of the time, you'll find that the thing you thought would make you unlovable actually deepens connection. The other person might say, me too, or thank you for trusting me with this, or that doesn't change how I see you at all. 4. Speak to yourself with compassion. Imagine a child came to you with the same struggle you're facing. Would you say you're worthless or you should be ashamed? Of course not. You'd probably offer understanding, kindness, reassurance. Try offering that to yourself. Self-compassion isn't about letting yourself off the hook. It's about recognizing that you're human, you're doing your best, and you deserve kindness, especially when things are hard. Here's something you can try this week. 1. Write down one thing you feel ashamed about, just for yourself, in a private journal. 2. Ask, what would I say to a friend struggling with this same thing? 3. Write that compassionate response to yourself. 4. Consider sharing this struggle with one safe person. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. In fact, doing it alone is what keeps shame alive. Healing from shame is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice of bringing hidden parts of ourselves into the light, of choosing connection over isolation, of learning that we are worthy not because we're perfect, but because we're human. You don't have to earn your worthiness. You already have it. If this video resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And if you're struggling with deep shame, please consider reaching out to a therapist who can support you through this work. You deserve that support. Take care of yourselves, and remember, you're not alone in this. See you next time.